Hi everybody and welcome back. My name is Amanda and thanks for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to introduce you to or talk to you about a very important member of our family, a very beloved member of our family. It's our dog Sammy. Sammy's full name is Samson Dew Snow Dog Hero, last name redacted. So when we went to go get Sammy, I found him on Facebook Marketplace, and he was one of 4 puppies. He had like 3 other brothers, and me and my father traveled like 3 or 4 hours into the middle of like BFE nowhere. Probably past like $15 or $20 Generals. Like we were in the middle of nowhere. He had 3 brothers. His mom was Australian Shepherd, and his dad was what the lady, his owner, described as a stranger in the night. But he had 3 brothers that really exhibited a lot of the Australian Shepherd characteristics. One of them had kind of like a white patch. A couple of them had like one white eye, one blue eye, very beautiful. And he had one brother that actually only had one eye. So he had a one-eyed brother. And by the time we got out there to pick him up, all of his other brothers had been adopted, including his one-eyed brother. So he was the last puppy available. We picked him up, we brought him home, and it was wonderful. He came from a farm, like he is a farm dog. And because of that, I think he's always really instinctually wanted a job to do. He's always wanted something to do. He hates lawnmowers. He absolutely hates it when we mow the lawn. Our children used to have one of the little motorized John Deere tractors, and he hated that as well. He hates any kind of rotating, moving wheels. He will just attack. But one thing that we have found that he loves, one job of his is his love of tennis balls. So his job literally is a tennis ball. We notice that when he is in a room and he's got a couple of different tennis balls to choose from, he will smell each tennis ball and then make a selection based upon an unknown factor. So here are some of my hypotheses of what the cause could be as to why he is selecting one tennis ball over the other. The first cause could be the age of the ball or the color of the ball. As you'll see, the balls that I used in my experiment, they were varying in age, and because of that, they varied in color as well. A second possibility is just the smell of the ball, which also could relate to the age of the ball as well. But he clearly is smelling the ball before he makes his selection. And then the last possibility is truly just the availability of the ball. Sometimes the balls go missing, sometimes they get stuck underneath a cabinet, whatever it may be. We'll hear more about that later. Okay, so again, when he is presented with a couple of different options of balls, he makes a selection, and my question is this random? So in order to carry out this experiment or this test to see on my dog Sammy, what I need to do is I need to first label the balls that are available to him. I need to create a log, and then I need to make a record and record for a week. So we need to take a time out for a moment and discuss the guidelines or the rules of how we're going to be counting these balls. Okay, the first rule is that Sam must select a ball. The second rule is he must place the ball on the couch next to me for me to throw. And then he must actually catch that ball or chase after the ball. That would count as 1 tick. Now, returning the ball immediately adds no additional ticks. Not until the game of fetch stops. Another activity begins, and then we may start another count with another tick if he begins to want to fetch again. So I labeled the balls and I set up a log in my notebook, which I'll show you now. And again, we kept track once for an entire week, for an entire 7 days. Every time he would bring a specific ball, I would make a little tick on here and then, you know, move on. There definitely was a trend that we noticed, which was very interesting. One thing that you'll notice too is on our ticks here, I believe our D ball got lost. I couldn't find it under any kind of cabinets or under the hutch. I'm believing it might be in the yard somewhere. It might have gotten taken out, but there was definitely a higher incident preference towards ball B for Sammy. Now there was a couple little side things to add. That it was Easter. We had Easter. Both of the dogs got a treat, got a bone, and so having that Easter bone was a bit of a side quest. So the interest in the tennis balls definitely dropped at that point, and then catastrophe hit.
Missy.
I was excited. I had more to add to this. I had some brand new tennis balls, and I was going to open a new tube and give him a new tennis ball. But we had friends come over, and the kids, my kids knew about it, but the friends did not know that we were conducting an experiment, and all ABC tennis balls were brought out into the yard. They were launched with this right here, and we were able to find A and C. Unfortunately, ball B, the very favorite, most preferred tennis ball of all, is lost. And I guess until I mow the yard, maybe I'll find it after I mow the yard, but it is currently gone, so we are devastated. But I don't know. That's all I got. I was pretty interested to find that he actually does have a preference. I'm not sure if this is the same for all animals. I'm not sure why, but I found it interesting. So anyways, okay, bye.